everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the gear that I'm planning on taking on the AT this year.
So I thought I would separate my gear kind of category by category to make it simpler for us to go through here. Right here I have my water system. Of course, I've got a filter and then some containers to put water in. I found that I really like this filter, the Katadyn Bee-Free filtration system. It's a squeeze filter. You put the water in here and then screw this in and squeeze it out, and it actually has a really fast flow rate and it's easy to fill up containers pretty quickly. I've really liked it so far, but the thing is I've only had it out for a weekend so far, so I'm not sure how it's going to work long term. I did find out after purchasing it, it actually only filters 1,000 liters in its lifetime. So I've already bought a replacement to put in a resupply box because I love it so much. But if I end up just, going through them too quickly and it not working, then I'll have to just probably switch to Sawyer. But so far, I'm loving it. It's also pretty cool because to clean it, you just kind of shake this out in the stream, or you can put it inside and shake the whole thing to clean it. And that's the easiest back flushing I've ever heard of, and I don't want to be doing anything complicated out on the trail, but we'll see. I'll let you know. And then also I have the places to put water. I've got a 2-liter platypus bladder that I've just found I really prefer to have a bladder so I can drink as I'm going along more easily. And this is a kind that stands up, which makes a really big difference in camp. It stands up when it's full, that is. And then I've got a water hose that goes with it that I'll have cut because it's a little long. And then I've just got another little 1/2 liter platypus container and a 1/2 liter smart water bottle. I'm sure I'll get a new one before I actually start. But then I put my electrolytes in this one, and then I keep clean water in this one. So I always have that for brushing my teeth and cooking and stuff like that. And see, I've got caps for these containers, one for this one for this one. It's very important not to lose them. And then a couple mouthpiece thingies. And I also, on the hose here, I've got this mouthpiece protector thing, which I've actually had to cut and modify for it to work the way I wanted it to, but I think I'm good with that now. Next, I have my food pantry and kitchen. I'll show you what actual food I carry in another video, but I'll show you here how I carry it. So I've got a Z-Packs baragging kit, and I've really loved this. I've had this for a while and it's in really good shape still, except the carabiner broke off of this, but I found I don't really need a carabiner. I just hang it by, after this clips together, and then I just hang it by the loop. And I've got an OpSac odor-proof bag that I've just begun putting inside of it to just kind of keep the food smells from being quite so extreme. I don't know. I've never had anything get into my food before, but let's just be a little extra careful because sometimes I can really smell the food kind of in my bag and kind of getting into my whole backpack and everything. I'm going to put my food in there and then put it in there, and we'll see how well that works. But it's kind of a pain messing with this extra bag, so I don't know if I'll just get tired of it. But I'll start with doing that. I've tried that on a couple weekend trips and it works out okay. So next I have my food pots that I'm going to cook in. It's just a super lightweight Toaks pot that they don't even make it this lightweight anymore, so I hope I don't mess it up. I've already kind of burned the bottom, but it's really light titanium and it holds about 2 cups of water, and you can't put it in a fire or anything. You can only just put it on the camp stove, but it works for me. It's light. I like it. And then with that is this beautiful little pot cozy that I made. I just followed somebody's YouTube instructions step by step and used some project roll and some red marker, as you can see, and some packing tape, and made it. And it is so amazing. You definitely want to make one of these if you don't have one, because whenever I cook my food, or I boil my water and then put the food in the water and then just put it in here, you know, take it off the fuel, obviously, and put it in here and then just leave it for however long it's supposed to boil, and it just works and you save on so much fuel. That is how that works, and it keeps everything hot for a really long time. So it's just, you know, you can make it and then kind of leave it sitting there and eat out of it all night if you want, if you don't have hunger and you're not hungry enough to devour it immediately. Yeah. And then also I have here a Talenti jar, which is awesome because first it came with yummy ice cream, and then it is the best jar for cold soaking rice or anything. I haven't ever had to do that, but I decided I want to carry it in case I ever run out of fuel. And also I mix up instant breakfast in this in the morning. I could do cold coffee, just shake it in here, and just anything. It's the only sealed container I have. But do not put hot liquid in there. I've learned the hard way not to do that. You have to get a new one if you do. Then I have my stove, which this is I think it's a Snow Peak Giga Light something or other. I've had it for a while. It's really light, few ounces. It's been pretty durable. I'm a fan. I'm keeping it. So next I have just a towel. So I'm going to just keep this towel inside my pot, and then this is allocated for use as a pot holder and to dry out my pot and stuff at the end of the night. Here is just some line, of course, for hanging a bear bag, and a lighter to light the stove, and a rock bag to put a rock in to throw over the tree, which I still have to practice a lot on, but I'll get there. Oh, and in this sack, I keep my lighter, my lines, my stove, and the two lids from the water containers over there, so I don't lose them during the day. These lids. They're like so small and easy to like think is trash or something, but they mean so much when you can take your water out and have it in your tent and drink from it and stuff. Next up is my electronics and several other odds and ends. So over here I've got my camera equipment. I'm really fancy here. I've got a Joby tripod with I don't even know what this thing is called, phone holder thing that I bought from Stick Pick at the same time that I bought this, which this is something that I can use to attach my phone to my trekking poles so that I can, you know, it'll be a selfie stick. And I've also got headphones. I had some headphones that I really liked, but then I got a new iPhone and it has a different port, so I have to just, I guess, go with the iPhone ones for now until I get something else. And I just got a new case, a life-proof case, which is obviously not on my phone yet. Over here is my sack that I would put all my electronics in. It's a small size stuff sack from Z-Packs. It's the waterproof Cuban fiber, Dyneema fiber, whatever it is. Here's what goes in it. I've got 2 battery packs. This is the one I've been taking on weekend backpacking trips. It's like 6,700 milliamp hours. And this one is 13,000 milliamp hours. So I thought between the 2 of them, maybe that'll be enough to get me through, but if it's not, I'll have to upgrade to a bigger one. But these battery packs are really heavy, so I do not really want to carry more than that if I can possibly get away with it. But I also don't want to limit myself as far as phone and battery usage, so we'll see. And then I've got my sunglasses, which are not electronics, but I just keep them in that bag, so they're in this pile. I've got wall chargers. So somebody somewhere on some video said that it's a good idea to have a double wall charger in case you're sharing with a whole bunch of other people and you only have access to one plug. So I've got this, but this one's a cheap one that actually splits the power output by the two. So I am also going to carry another small one in case I have access to more than one outlet because I have all this stuff to charge. I've got cords for my iPhone, and this is just a regular cord that I'll use pretty much for everything else. This is the Black Diamond Iota headlamp, which is a rechargeable headlamp, and it is super light compared to the battery one. So, and it seemed, work for a long time without being recharged. So, I love it so far. And then also my electronics bag, I just carry this pen that's lightweight, and usually some kind of paper in case I have to write a note for anyone. And then this little Bible book, it has just like a few scriptures and stuff in it, just in case I need to actually read something because my phone is dead. Moving on here, I've got my toiletries bag here, but I'm going to show you in another video what's in there because that is really super going to be involved. There's been a lot of thought that has gone into all that. So just there's the bag. And then here is a knife that I've purchased from one of my favorite YouTube channels. And it's from MT Knives, and I'm going to wear this around my neck and be safe from all the attackers and the bears and everything, and also have it handy for whenever I need to cut anything. Usually I can't find my pocket knife, so those still be nice to have around my neck. I still need to get the ends together. I'm going to ask a friend to help me with that next weekend, I think, or I'll figure it out myself. And then I've got some more little odds and ends here. First here I've got some items for repairing my gear. This is from Z-Packs for repairing my tent and repairing my sleeping bag. It's just tape, like Cuban fiber tape or Dyneema fiber tape or whatever it is. And repair stuff for my sleeping pad, and something I bought from Z-Packs to sew gear and clothes up in case it's got like a needle and thread in there and it's really light. And I'll have a bunch of other alcohol wipes in my toiletries bag, but for now I'm just illustrating. I'm going to have that to go with this other repair stuff. Then here I've got this tiny little super lightweight day pack that I can use in case I'm going to slack pack any of the days on the AT, which is apparently a thing. Slack packing is whenever you leave your backpack, your heavy backpacks, somewhere at a hostel, or somebody drives it to the next point for you or something, and you just carry what you need for the day. So that's this. I didn't want anything too heavy, so there's that. And then also I've got a bug net for my face because apparently the bugs in the northern part are terrible, and I do not want mosquitoes buzzing on my face, so I'll have that. I don't know if I'll take it with me from the beginning. I'll probably put it in a supply box that I pick up in the middle. And then here's a few other odds and ends that I've got. I just got actually. This is a wallet thingy that I got from Z-Pack, so I'll just put my credit cards and money and stuff in there. And shoulder pads for my pack that I still have to put on because I have bony shoulders, and strap to put on the top so I can secure things to the top of my pack. So now I will show you my sleep system. So I've got a couple sleeping bags over here. I'm going to use one for the beginning and then one for the middle and then probably the first one at the end. So this one here is from Enlightened Equipment, and it's a quilt, and it is a 0-degree quilt. And when it is cold out, this is my absolute favorite thing to have in my pack. that is going to be what I start out with. I sleep really, really cold. So I've been in 24 degrees in this and been comfortable. The next step down that I'll show you in a minute is just not comfortable unless it's like 40 degrees or warmer. And also with my quilt, I use this Cocoon sleeping bag liner. It's silk. It's about 5 ounces and it adds warmth, and I just really need to be warm when it's really cold out and snowing and sleeting. It also is great because this is a quilt, so it straps to my sleeping pad and everything. But when it's really, really cold out, you have to keep your things like your water filter and your phone and stuff inside your sleeping bag so it doesn't freeze. So with this quilt thing, it kind of falls out the side, unfortunately. So that's like the one downfall for having a quilt. But this keeps it all inside. It keeps it from falling out. Whenever it does get warmer, I'm going to switch out for this one here. This is a Z-Packs 20-degree sleeping bag, which I am most comfortable in 40 degrees or warmer, like I said. So I'll probably ditch this and this and this when it gets warmer and start using this. This quilt is about 22 ounces maybe, and then there's another 5 ounces. So getting rid of both of those and going with this, which is just a pound, will be nice. Then over here I have this stuff sack from Z-Packs. It's a medium plus sized stuff sack thing, which is Cuban fiber, and it has a fleece lining sewn onto the inside of one side. So this is one of my favorite gear pieces. I like all my gear, but this is only 2 ounces, and it is what I keep my sleeping bag in. And then whenever I am at camp inside my tent, it turns into a pillow. I just stuff my hiking clothes inside of here and it becomes a pillow. So whenever I have my sleeping bag in it, it's turned the other way. So it's the fleece side is protected with your sleeping bag. And then it's sitting on top of this Neo-Air Thermarest bag thing that I use to blow up my sleeping pad. I originally bought it because I thought it would keep mold from building up in my sleeping pad, but apparently mold doesn't really add that much weight, but I still like it. And it's a double use item because I also pack my stuff that I want to keep dry inside my pack. So for 3 ounces and 2 uses, it stays in, at least for now. And over here, I've got my sleeping pad. It's the Thermarest Neo-Air X-Lite, the women's version. I can never ever roll it back up as nice as it came. It comes much smaller than this, but this is the best I can get it. But it's still only 12 ounces, so I guess it doesn't matter. I love it. It's very comfy. And then here I have my Z-Packs tent. It's the Solplex tent. And here's the stakes. And I'm kind of sad because I just found out that they've stopped making it, and it's my favorite tent, and I love it so much. But I guess I will get my use on the AT, and then I'll have to use the duplex like everybody else. Then over here I have a sit pad that I've never used this before. I just got it. I've been just sitting on a piece of project roll, which is the same stuff that I made my pot cozy out of, but I thought I'd upgrade a little bit since this is only like an ounce. It doesn't seem very durable though. I just bought it from Z-Packs and I don't know, it might fall apart. And then finally, my backpack, which is a rather important piece of gear. This is from Z-Packs and it's the Scout size, the child size backpack. And it's just with the heavier grade of the Dyneema fiber stuff. And this pack fits me so well. I am so glad that I finally found something that works for me. It's extremely light. I think maybe 22 ounces. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's light. And it's really, really comfortable for me after I finally got everything all adjusted. And some lovely hand sanitizer, which is really nice to keep sanitary. And I've neglected to mention over here a very important piece of equipment, which is a stack of priority mailboxes, which will become my supply boxes.
So that covers everything except clothes, food, and toiletries, which will be in other videos. All of this gear just seems to take so much thought to just really dial down and figure out exactly what's going to work. And it's taken me many years, probably longer than most people would need. Thank you so much for going through all this stuff with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.
And I've got some here.